Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Big 10, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement for them.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Williams will pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Reads it, fires complete. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Snares it outside. It's Lemon. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it to him on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really...
He wants to take the top off, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He wants to throw it again. Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. It's a seam wide open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now,
wide open spaces. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And some room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Williams looking for a man. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. It's Lane. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Wide open downfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Maiava. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll try to slam it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Huskies. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner will be brought down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll immediately call timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Sanders. Right midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Finds a spot in the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not...
Lots of running room.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Williams will pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. Turning on the Jets. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Unloads it left. Snags it. They will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock.
And that ball is live in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires it down the seam. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Calls his own number. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got his man downfield.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
42, USC, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, USC! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
In a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, a nice job by this offense, continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. On the move. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.